Hey, what is going on, everyone? Coach Joey, your fitness coach and mentor, coming in. It is 4:30 Monday, February 4th, and I'm currently heading into the gym at CrossFit Oscar Mike. If anybody's in Northwest Georgia, the Calhoun area, and you want to come check us out, you're always more than welcome to come in. A little plug right there. But I wanted to come in with a little bit of information today, and something that I learned over the past week when I was down at a seminar in Palm Beach with the master, Mr. Tony Robbins. And this is a concept that a lot of you are familiar with, but sometimes we forget, and that's the concept of what gets measured gets done. And it's a pretty simple concept, and if you think about it in our daily life, we use this for a lot of different things. And but it's what it's referring to is that you keep physical track of something, and you could plug that into a way to track improvement or decline. Then you will always constantly be working towards progress. So the easiest way to think about something like this is if you think about your personal finances and you're trying to save money to, buy an item or go on vacation. If you use an app, or some of you might be old school, use like a check registry, you can monitor, income that comes in, spending, how much income goes out, and then how much you continue to save as the weeks, months go by. Now, this is a great concept, and unfortunately, a lot of people kind of let it slip by the wayside, whether it be, I don't have time to do that, or it's not convenient. And for those of you who know me, obviously I'm involved in the health and wellness industry, as my goal is to try to help improve people's quality of life through health and wellness. So when we talk about tracking things, there's obviously the easy part. So this is where people kind of lose it and they kind of get a little bit overwhelmed, as everybody wants to track results. And how do most people do that? Is that they hop on a scale every day. Now, not that I don't think there's some value to that, especially if you're somebody, who's just starting out and you definitely have some weight to lose. I think the scale is a good measure. But what I try to encourage people to do is you want to kind of work backwards from that. So you want to start measuring the things that are going to create success. So obviously in the fitness industry, there's a couple of different statistics or metrics that you can follow. Number one, and this is always a big one, is I really try to encourage people to track their eating. Now, in the day and age that we live in, there's, very convenient ways. Obviously, MyFitnessPal, an app on your, mobile device, is the easiest one. You can access that from your mobile device. You can access it from your computer at home, and it kind of keeps everything synced up. They have a free version. That's usually what I use. I don't need, some kind of crazy breakdown of time and all that. But they also have a paid version, and people these days get so wrapped up in spending money on something as simple as an app on their phone, but there's no better investment than kind of investing in yourself. So if you feel like you need something that's going to keep a little bit of a tighter track, you spend, the $100 a year, $5 a month, or $2 a month, whatever it is, and just make it happen. Invest in yourself. So metric number one that I think is always important is you definitely want to track your intake of food. And I always try to encourage people, obviously total calories, but then just the basic, macros that we have. So protein, fats, and carbohydrates. If you want to do more than that, obviously you can do more than that, but I don't think that it's necessary, especially for somebody who's starting out. Now, if you're performance training, it's a little bit different. Obviously the second metric is working out. Now, you can track improvement in your performance, which I don't recommend right from the get-go. But the biggest thing that I try to encourage people to track is how frequently you go to the gym, meaning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what days, and then how long you're there, and then start tracking what you do. It doesn't really matter if you're putting in, you deadlift this much or bench press this much, and you're keeping track of that and you're trying to monitor improvement over time. That's more performance based. Now that's, if you're watching this and you have performance improvement stuck in your mind, then obviously you want to do that. But if you're somebody who's just getting started, you want to track how frequently you go to the gym, and then how long you're at the gym, and then what you can start to do, or even if you don't go to the gym, so if you go for a walk and you walk for 15 minutes, or you go for a walk and you walk for 30 minutes, you want to keep track of that. And then you want to measure your improvement from that component. So if for a few months you're working out, 2 days a week, then you go to 3 days a week, then you go to 4 days a week, then you go to 5 days a week. And then obviously you have the time component. So maybe you do 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 45 minutes, then a full hour, then maybe you're going, an hour and a half. Or maybe you start working out 2 times a day. But those are the 2 metrics that are going to enable you to work backwards and start having a change in the results metrics. The things that have to do with your body weight, the things that have to do with body fat percentage or inches that you're losing or whatever the case is. But don't work solely from the metrics of the results you're trying to achieve. Try to measure the metrics of the components that it takes to get you to your desired outcome first. Keep track of those and the results will follow. All right, you guys, Coach Joey out. Hopefully I'll see everybody in the gym this afternoon, evening time. If you have any questions or comments, obviously you're always welcome to drop them down here on the old YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you happen to come across this video. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you soon.